In this lesson, I want to show you how to play a Clapton Crossroads style solo. This is in the key of A, and it's my interpretation of that classic solo you hear Cream playing. One of my all-time favorite solos. So I tried to include some classic phrases that I hear Clapton playing in the live version of Crossroads, the one that's so popular, and also a few other style licks I hear him doing in some other live versions other than the very classic one, to give you this kind of a mixture of a solo. Anyway, I think there's a lot of things that you can learn and put into your own style when playing this type of a blues. To get the tone, I use the same settings as the other lessons I've been using with this Heritage H535. The only thing that I did different was with the Germino, I used the tube rectifier instead of the solid state rectifier. And then I also added a JHS Charlie Brown pedal just to give it a little bit more sustain. I thought it sounded pretty good. And for this solo, I'm also using a Fender medium pick here, the round side. Okay, I'm going to divide this solo into 12 separate licks. Once again, it's in the key of A, 12-bar blues, chords A, D, and E. Okay, so lick 1 sounds like this. Okay, so for lick number 1, what's happening is we're about to come in right before this 12-bar, the first 12 bars solo starts, and we're going to come in 2 beats before that, so count 1, 2. And we're in this major pentatonic key of A. Easy way to think about it is taking the A minor pentatonic position, 5th fret, 8th fret here. You know, classic first position minor pentatonic, move it back 3 frets, and we're just playing that little thing right there. That's where these notes are coming from. For more information on converting minor pentatonic to major pentatonic, please check out my Blues Guitar Method 1. So anyway, we're going to rest for 2 beats. You got 1, 2. Simple hammer on 2 to 4 on the D string. Hitting our root note. Key thing to know is our root note or A note is on the G string, the 2nd fret. 4th fret here. And then we're going to add some vibrato, that 2nd fret of the G string. So going back and forth here. 4, 2, vibrato heavy. 4. You can even add a rake right there, I like to do, when you bend that 4th fret slightly. Gives a lot of attitude, I think. The next phrase, we're going to hammer on and do this. So hammer on 2 to 4 on the D string, 2, 4, 2, 4, hammer on the G string, slide into 6th fret of that G string. And this is occurring of the 4 chord, quick change, 12-bar blues. And it's interesting that we're sliding into that 6th fret here of the G string. Because if you notice, when we're playing over a D, it's not a D7, it's just a D. It depends on what the bass is doing, really, because there's no really rhythm guitar on this thing. But, you know, most of the times you're going to play that flat 7 to occur for the D7. That note right there. But we're sliding into that major 3rd here of our root note. So that it essentially gives us a D major. So not necessarily a blues rock sound, but you notice over that D chord, he's not sitting on that like for a long, long time. So it just goes to show you that, you know, you can play, that major 3rd over the D works well in a 12-bar blues progression because he's mixing minor and major. This is not a major 12-bar blues. And so a lot of times, you know, you just want to use your ear for these type of things. Also depends on the situation and what's happening, the tune, everything else that's going along. And then at the end of the day, it's all about, does it sound good over what you are playing, no matter what it is. any note on the fretboard can actually be used almost on any chord of the 12-bar blues. Depends on the situation, how you're playing it, the nuances involved, and what it sounds like at the end of the day. Gotta sound good. So then I'm doing this little phrase. So I'm just simply borrowing my first finger on the 5th fret of the B and the high E and hammer on with my second finger. I like using my second finger for this. And then just striking back and forth. Now, the second finger down on the 7th fret of the B, take it off. All down strokes. Now I'm going to borrow my third finger on the 7th fret of the G and the B string. And then a quick hammer with my first finger barred, 5 to 6. Now I'm going to roll 7/7. Now we're in here in the first position minor pentatonic. Bend that slightly, that 5th fret. And I hear him doing a lot of these quick pull-offs like this. That type of a thing. Just quick pull off 7 to 5 in the G. So makes for a great sound, and that's a super cool lick. Lick 1. We're going between major pentatonic. Still, we're in major pentatonic, just using this, first position minor pentatonic area, but then adding the 7th fret. Then this classic blues little move. Then we're going to minor pentatonic. And a lot of cool things to take away from lick 1. Okay, and that's it for lick number 1. Okay, lick 2 sounds like this. Okay, lick 2, I got some super cool things in it as well. So on the 4 chord, we're going back to it. So we got pretty cool minor pentatonic lick. So we're bending 7th fret of the G. Now 5, 8, high E, then B. Just a slight bend on that 7th fret here. And heavy vibrato on that 7th fret. That's our D note. Now one of those quick pull-offs again. Now this is a cool phrase, minor pentatonic first position to minor pentatonic second position. We're just going to hammer on 5 to 7 on the G string, then slide to our 9th fret of the G string. Now strike that 9 again. Now strike the 8th fret on the B string. I like to let them ring out. Then slide backwards to 7th fret of the G string. Now we're going to do this phrase. Hammer on, that's minor third, major third here. Bar first finger. Slide in from 8 to 10. B string, that's a root note A here, 10th fret. Then 8, 10, and roll your third finger, 10th fret on the high E to B. So pretty, basic kind of a lick, but a lot of cool phrasing going on. I like this little section. And then this cool little phrase. That slight bend, once again, our minor third to major third, almost, not quite. So a lot of cool things to work on with lick number 2. Okay, lick 3 sounds like this. Okay, lick 3, some more classic Clapton cream licks. I'm just doing quick hammers here. Another thing he likes to do a lot on the B string. That 8 to 10 on our B string, it's a root note or A note on the 10th fret of the B string. Now strike 8, now slide backwards to 7th fret of the G string. Well, again, a slight bend on that 5th fret of the G. Now roll your third finger, 7/7 DA. then straight minor pentatonic, all this. All this is straight minor pentatonic scale. A lot of just slight bends on that 5th fret of the G string. Now we're going to add our major 3rd to the minor pentatonic scale and do this cool turnaround lick you hear Clapton doing all the time. It's quick though. So we're just hammering on 5 to 6 on the G, bar 1st finger on 5th fret, pull off 8 to 5 on our B, and then quick. This is a quick bend, pull down, release. So if you can't get that fast, make an exercise out of it and just take it slowly and practice that thing every day. That'd be a good exercise just to get that down. You should hit that 5th fret, the G string, right when the E chord happens, that last bar of this 12-bar blues. And then roll that 3rd finger down, 7/7 D-A. So a lot of cool things in lick number 3, the quick hammer-ons, finger rolls, slight bends in your 5th fret of the G. Pretty sweet turnaround lick there. You hear him doing that all the time. Okay, that's it for lick 3.